Hi everybody, welcome to SMR Telugu Education. So next one is this is a structure. So last class we defined type def by using type def struct emp alias names. Instead of struct emp directly in our C code you have to use emp. So here I am declaring emp of array of size. Instead of writing size you have to write hash define size is 10. So emp array of 10 elements, that means size. Here I am taking size. Here 10 integer 10 array elements of structure. Here size is 10, array of 10, that means memory is allocated for 10 elements of type emp. So emp is which type of variables? Struct emp type. The starting element is this one is first one is error of 0, error of 1, error of 2, error of 3 and so on up to here the array size is 10. Here the array size is 10. So the memory is allocated for 10 elements. First element is error of 0. Next element is error of 1, error of 2 up to error of 9. Error of 9. In first in error of 0, error of 0 is which type? EMP type. So EMP is which type? Struct EMP. Struct EMP. So in struct EMP the size is 40 bytes. Here the initial address is 600. Next this element is 640. Next this element is 680. Next 720. 760. 800 and so on. In this one, this is error of 0 can contain ID, name and sal. Error of 1 can contain ID, name, sal. This is called ID, name, sal. ID, name, sal. Similarly this one is ID, name and then sal. This one is ID, name, sal. Once again this one is ID, name, sal. This one is error of 2. Error of 2. Here the initial values is how to access this one. First one how to access. First one is how to access ID. Error of 0 dot ID. Second one is error of 0 dot name. Next one is error of 0 dot salary. Next how to access these elements? Error of 1 dot id, error of 1 dot name, error of 1 dot salary. These elements. Next one is error of 2 dot id, error of 2 dot name, error of 2 dot salary, and up to error of this one is id, name, salary. So last element error of 9 dot id, 9 dot id, error of 9 dot name, error of 9 dot salary. Now this is the error of 0 to error of 9. Now so I want to clear the screen, CLR SCR, clear the screen. For loop purpose, here index I is equal to I, here array index is 0, 1, 2 and up to 9. So this loop is repeated. Here I am giving one message, printf /n enter %d employee details. Here the %d is size. So here message is enter 10 employee details. So for I is equal to 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Now first element is error of 0 dot id, error of 0 dot name, error of 0 dot salary. This is directly address. How to get this address? Address of error of 0 dot id, address of error of 0 dot salary. So printf ask the end user /n enter first employee details, enter %d employee details. Here I plus 1. This is the message in first time enter first employee details. So printf /n enter id, then scanf %d comma, how to get address, error of 0 dot id. In first time it is called error of 0 dot id, I value is 0, that's why error of I dot id. Here you have to use flush all function to clear the screen. So printf /n enter name. So gets of error of I dot name. Array name always gives a base address, and then printf /n. We already in string concept we already know how to read a string. So enter salary. So scanf %d comma address of error of I dot salary. So this loop is repeated first time. We have to enter the employee ID, employee name, employee salary of first employee. Second time employee ID, name, salary, second employee, third, fourth, fifth, sixth up to 9. So here I am entering the ID is 100, name is SMR, salary is 1000. Next ID 101, name, some name ABC, and with the salary is 16,000 and X and so on. Next ID, here ID is 102, some name Ushal, salary is 17,000 and so on up to year of 9. Here you have to sort the data based on this structure variables. So we cannot compare two structure variables. We cannot compare year of 0 with year of 1, but we can compare struct two members. Year of 0 dot id is compared with year of 1 dot id is valid, or name based on name or based on salary. Based on anything we can sort these values by using bubble sort. We already know. First outer loop is, this is sorting logic. So we already know how to sort. First loop is for, outer loop is for number of iterations. So I is equal to 0, I less than 9. That means size minus 1. So I plus plus. This is called number of iterations. In first iteration we have to compare. So based on name we have to compare these two values. So we want to arrange this data based on either name or salary or our wishes. Based on ID or anything we have to sort this value. In this code we are sorting the arrays, sorting the employee details based on the salary. Based on salary we have to compare. So we cannot compare year of 0 and year of 1, but we can compare year of 0 dot salary and year of 1 dot salary. Here compare from first to second. Next, so we already know the logic for bubble sort. Here size minus I minus 1, so j plus plus. Here you have to compare year of j. If year of j of dot salary is greater than year of j plus 1 dot salary. If this one is true, then we have to interchange. You have to interchange the year of 1 and year of 0. So please remember, we can assign one structure variable to another structure variable. Here I am taking one temporary and t is equal to here I am comparing error of 0 dot salary is greater than error of j plus 1 means 1 dot salary. If this one is greater than 0, then we can interchange if this condition is true, then we can interchange error of 0 and error of 1. So we can assign one structure variable to another structure variable directly. Here t is which type of variable? emp. Here year of 0 is which type of variable? Struct emp type, capital emp or struct emp type. Here you have to assign one variable, temporary variable t, comma t. Here t is equal to T is equal to ARR of J. ARR of J is equal to ARR of J plus 1. ARR of J plus 1 is equal to T. This is sorting for two structure variables. Here no need to, first time we are no need to interchange first time error of 0.id and error of 0.id and error of 1.id and error of 0.name, error of 1.name and error of 0.salary and then error of 1.salary. We don't need to interchange individually. If you do individually, you have to write the code for this one for 3 steps, this one for 3 steps, this one is 3. 9 lines of code is you have to write. No need, you can directly assign one structure variable into another structure variable. So this is the logic for sorting the employee details based on salary. Here I am printing employee details. So for I is equal to printf /n employee details after sorting based on salary. For I is equal to 0, I less than 10 or size I plus plus. Printf /n id is equal to percentage d, name is equal to percentage s, salary is equal to percentage d, comma, first tell me error of I dot id, error of I dot name, error of I dot salary. Here printing the details. Here for j, I, j, you have to declare int I comma j. So I will show you the debug, how to debug this code. Alt F9, yes. So Windows, watch. Here I will show you array of ARR of array name, ARR of next. Here I am showing the E value, T temporary is which type, E, and I will show you error of j value and j plus 1 value, error of j and error of j plus 1. So F7. So execution is always starts from main function. Here this is the array of employees. This is the first employee, error of 0, error of 1, error of 2, 3, 4, up to 9. Up to 9. So this is also employee initial garbage values, ID, name, salary. This one is error of 0.id, error of 0.name, error of 0.salary. This one is error of 1.id, error of 1.name, error of 1.salary. Here we are adding employee details. Enter employee ID 100, employee name, Manvita, employee salary is 16,000. Second time, employee ID name 2, employee name Kushal, employee salary is 10,000. So F7, third employee details, employee ID 3, employee name Ganesh, F7, employee salary is 13,000. So F7, employee ID 4, employee name Shanmukh, employee salary is 26,000. So F7, employee ID 5, employee name Raja, employee salary 14,000. So employee ID 6, employee name Ravi, employee salary 15,000. So employee ID 7, employee name Lakshmi, salary is 27,000. So F7, employee ID is 8, employee name Mohan, employee salary is 9,000. Employee ID 9, F7, employee name Lakshmi, some name Prabhu or Sachin, employee salary is 19,000. So employee ID 10, employee name Durga, employee salary is 20,000. So here our enter values for this one is error of 0, this one is error of 2, error of 3 up to error of 9, error of 9. Here first you have to compare this salary, error of j and this salary. Yes, this one is true, error of 0 dot salary 16,000 is greater than 10,000. Yes, true, you have to interchange these two values. So F7, yes, this condition is true, these are interchanged, this value is copied here, this value is copied here, this value is copied here. Next, compare these two salaries, this one and 16,000 is greater than 13,000. Yes, condition true. Once again interchange this value is copied here. Yes, next you have to compare 16,000 and 26,000. Condition false, this statement is not executed. Next you have to compare this value into this value. So 26,000 So after completion of this first iteration, highest salary is 27,000 is goes to list position. Next highest is 26. Next 10,000 and 13,000. This condition is false. 13,000, 14,000. This condition also false. 14,000, 15,000. False. 9,000, 10,000. False. 10,000, 30,000. False. 13, 14. False. So after completion of this code, the data is in sorting order. This is sorting order 9,000. Next first employee details is 9,000. Next second employee 10,000, 13,000, 14,000, 15,000, 16,000, 19,000, 20,000, 26 and then 27. So this is the continuous memory allocation is first time alt F5, first employee details F7, second time F7, third time F7, 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 alt F5. So this data is sorted based on our salary. This is called array of structures. Here you have to simply change the size is 3. This one is worked only for 3 employees. Alt F9, yes, Control F9. Employee first employee details, employee name, SMR, salary is 24,000. Second employee name, and with the salary is 16,000. Employee name 3. Employee name is Kushal. Salary is 17,000. Yes, employee ID 4. Some name, some salary. 5 name, some salary. 6 name, some salary. ID 7 some name, some salary. 8 name, some salary. ID some name, some ID, some name, some salary. 10 some name, some salary. By mistake here we have to write 10 instead of 10. You have to simply write size. Okay, alt F9, yes, Control F9. Employee ID, first employee name, SMR, salary is 25,000. Employee ID 2, employee name Lakshmi, some salary is 21,000. Employee ID 3, employee name Manvita, some salary is 19,000. Alt F5. Based on our salary, data is sorted according to our salary. If you want, you can compare these values based on ID and then ID dot ID. Now data is sorted according to the ID. So employee ID is 2270. Employee name SMR, some salary is 24,000. Employee ID is 2268. Employee name Anvita, some salary is 12,000. Employee ID 222 90 or 000. Employee name, so Kushal. Some salary is 23,000. Now data is sorted according based on the ID. So alt F5. Here ID is 22022 222 68 222 70. So if you want, you can compare these based on name, string comparison function by using strcmp. String comparison of year of 0 dot name comma year of j plus 1 dot name is greater than 0, then you have to swap these values. Alt F9, yes, control F9. ID is 1, some name, SMR, some salary. ID is 2, some name, Manvita, salary is 3, Tushar, salary is. Now data is sorted according to the names, alphabetical order, Kushal, Manvita and SMR. Okay. So this is called array of structures. One more thing, so instead of we are entering these values by using the function. Here I am writing the function name is get data. Get data is the function name, no parameters. So the return type is emp. This is called function definition. Shift delete. At the end you have to write the this is called function definition. We have to define this function. So what is the return type? You have to declare that function. Return type is emp. Function name is get data, no parameters. This is called function declaration. Okay, next video we will discuss how to read this fun by using functions. Still you have any doubts? Please refer once again. Thank you for watching.